a great artist.
Hello! Hi everyone! Hi, hello! Hi Wes! Hi Squid! Hi Mayo! Hi Yaruki! Hi Bemoko! Hello everyone! How are you doing? Hi! Thank you for great artist and control safe. Layer check is a little bit... It doesn't work here. I'm sorry. We'll check my layers. I do have layers, but I don't need to check them here. Thank you for another great artist.
You're a great artist.
How is everybody doing? So I'm not drawing today. I'm struggling today. Like I
You're a great
don't have
artist.
any other words to describe the activities that are planned for today. I would just call them a struggle. Thank you so much. Also, I would like to mention, before we begin, is that today my laptop decided to give me a ginormous scare, and it wasn't turning on because, I don't know, some issue with the battery, so I had to open the back lid and unplug the battery and then plug it back in, and it was so scary and terrifying because, you know, you feel like you can break something easily, so I'm now drinking chamomile tea and trying to stop my hands from shaking and doing breathing exercises because hyperventilating, you know. Gotta make sure you back up your files. Good one. But you know, you never think about, you never remember to back up your files until something happens and you're like, okay, I really can't lose this laptop now, I have to fix it because there's no backup. Brother, breathing exercise, you know, inhale, exhale. What the hell, Mayo? Mayo, you okay there? Yeah, you feeling lonely or something? What the hell? New laptop time? No, brother. I mean, it probably technically is, but also no, like this one works fine. But also, I opened the back lid, right? Oh my god, was it disgusting inside, and I have no compressed air or anything, so like I cleaned it up a little bit. Like I just, you know, dusted it a bit. But holy shit, it's disgusting! Like, I have two fans in there, right? And one of the fans is so packed with pitch black dust. I'm like, oh yeah, no wonder it makes weird noises sometimes, right? Oy, oy, oy. So, gotta clean it. Did you add more RAM? No, I didn't.
Emotional damage!
Exactly, emotional damage. Me opening my laptop. I'm sorry, Baimoko. I didn't manage to download more RAM before, you know, the issue happened, so I had no way to add it. So, no more RAM. Didn't add any more RAM. You should be feeling sorry for my laptop, but, you know, at least it's not as disgusting as it could have been. Some people have cockroaches and spiders in their laptop. At least mine doesn't have any parasites, you know, just some dust. But I feel like at that point I should get it professionally cleaned, because I am very scared of unscrewing different parts of the laptop, because like already, I gotta tell you a little secret already today when I was opening it, a tiny piece of plastic broke off of the back lid. I don't think it's anything really that important because I didn't even find where it broke off, but like, you know, I clearly don't know how to carefully open that kind of stuff, so I shouldn't be touching it. Some people have beans. Like actual beans growing in there? Oh my god. That's scary. That's scary. So anyways, what are we doing today? Today we're trying to do something with this. He got butt cheeks, by the way. Very proud of that one. I think I'm doing pretty well with anatomy today, although I do need to get a somewhat stylized look at the end. He's still missing some parts. The entire sculpting process is very chaotic because I forgot the pipeline and how to do that. So we're just gonna be jumping from one thing to another today and just trying to turn him into something. Have you not seen the clip of a guy putting beans in his computer to wind up the computer tech guy? No, I have not. Well, what? Why would you do that? Oh my god. Don't put beans in your computer. Nothing good will come out of it. You know, just in general, don't put anything that doesn't belong in there to your computer. You know what? Let me show you the picture. You probably already seen the spoiler of the character I showed. Maybe. If you are checking the channel for subs on Discord sometimes, but I have a picture just to give you an idea what are we trying to achieve here, and you will see and you will understand how bad things are going actually with this 3D sculpt. So oh yeah, ginormous resolution, my favorite. Get smaller, get smaller, get smaller, so I can fit you on the screen. Okay, there we go. So this is the idea. This is the plan. This is what's supposed to be the result. As you can see, this character has some personality. What we're getting here so far in our personality, T-posing basically, because that's how 3D is made and that's annoying as heck. But we need to get a T-posing, personality-less character that would look like this, that can turn into this character with a lot of personality. Is he from the game? Yesn't. It's reworked concept of the character that I made for the game at some point. You know what? Let me find you the original and show you, and you'll see what I turned this one into. If only I remembered where the heck it is. It's probably here. This one... Anna? Alala? Uh-huh. Other. Aha, found it. Okay, so. It's probably also ginormous resolution. Yeah, hell yeah. So this is what it was. This guy, right? This guy, unfortunately I don't have the version with background because it's a game sprite. We had this guy. As you know, the game was abandoned, the idea was abandoned, and since I designed the character, I can do whatever the hell I want with the character. So I was like, okay, well, I'll take this idea, right, that I really like, and I make it something that I really want to make, like without it being appropriate for the game idea, whatever, just like turn him in something that I want. So we got this, and we gotta turn this into 3D. I didn't hear it got abandoned. I mean, it's been more than a year at that point. But yeah, we tried, we didn't succeed, we abandoned the game. And like, I think our team leader did want to do something with it, but he ended up not bringing it up for like a year, even more at this point. So I'm like, you know what? if he doesn't care about it anymore, and I was the one who put all the effort into characters, I might as well just claim them and turn them in something of my own, right? Like, try saying no. Like, it's not even the same character anymore, so you can't even claim it. So anyways, we're removing this one. This is our reference, our bestie, our good character today. He has no backstory, no name, no nothing. If you want to give him a name like Bob or something, feel free to do that, because I have no idea what to do with him. So I'm gonna hide him as well. Actually, I'm not gonna delete them, I'm gonna just hide them. And this personality-less, hairless, naked thingy is what we're working with so far and what we need to turn into that character. I sculpted him from scratch. Like, I didn't even use a body base for him, okay? Like, this is all from scratch. It's probably very bold of me to do, considering I haven't done any sculpting in, like, ages. But, you know, I'll manage. However, we are facing a couple of issues that I need to figure out. A couple of, so to say, challenges that require some complicated calculations. I'll try to explain it to you whenever we start working on that area. But unfortunately, you do really need to be familiar with 3D art quite a bit to understand what the challenges are and why are they challenging. So that's that. Now, what are we gonna do? That's a good question. I think I want to start just like a little warm up and do something with the horns, because right now the horns are just there and they don't really have any texture. And if you've seen the reference, you know that the horns are supposed to have texture. So now the question is, how do I want to work with it to give it texture? Also, by the way, remembering the hacking shortcuts, hotkeys for everything in the software is a challenge, but let's see, what can we do with you? Also, just to mention, I'm very self-conscious of my 3D art process, so please don't judge. Be nice. Because I feel very insecure about whatever we're doing here. It let me move stuff. To move things. Man, like, I have a desk and I still don't have enough space for everything on the desk. How is that even possible? Let's see how we make the texture on you. I also have the reference right here, so I can use that, because I made like some back view, side view situation. So I'm working like that, in case you didn't know how a lot of... Oh, this is nasty. I need more resolution for sure. You know what if I just... and then we... So yeah, it's not the most common way to work with art, with 3D art, but it is a way, it is a valid way to do that. And that's the way I'm using. Also, I'm gonna put it on solo for now. Wait, do I have I do. Man, like, how do you make a back view and side view in such a way that it doesn't match? I have no idea, but every time I made a reference like that, I managed to make it so it doesn't match. Because apparently I'm not such a great artist and I don't understand how things work. It is what it is, I guess. Also, by the way, 3D sculpting is one of those situations where you really gotta trust the process, because it's gonna look ugly until you make it look good. But yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. It's very boring. You will understand today why I don't really do 3D art streams as much. You'll see how boring that is, but do they have to match? I mean, I guess they don't have to match. Like, technically speaking, if you have a character that's asymmetrical, it looks more interesting, right? But I'm using symmetry to make sure that at least, you know, they're the same. As long as that's what you asked, because I'm not sure if you asked about the symmetry, but I am using symmetry. As you can see, if I'm sculpting one horn, same stuff happens on the other one. So there's that. I do want them to be symmetrical on the beginning stage, but I will maybe add some asymmetrical details later. But it's just more that this stage looks so hecking ugly. Thank you for the bit, Squid. Thank you so much. You know what? I probably should be using H-Polish for that. On the one hand, I would be happy to chat with some knowledgeable people while sculpting. But on the other hand, again, as I said, I'm so insecure about my ways because I haven't done it so long. I really am out of practice here. Like, no joke. Thank you for the lurk as well. Oh, wait, that's not what I need. Also, ZBrush is sometimes such a weird software, not gonna lie. There's also a very big chance of me being silent most of the stream because I am just trying to focus so hard on this. And there were days when I was able to do this kind of stuff very quickly. But I need to regain my skill. I need to get my skill back. Hello, Zoink! Hi, hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? I am on a struggle bus this stream. Because I promised everyone that one day I will make a hacking 3D art stream. So here it is. Let's look at the art. Thank you for headbutt. Thank you. Thank you so much too. Mayo. Man, I even have to remind myself that I need to trust the process with this stuff. 3D sculpting sometimes is something else. I missed some parts of today's stream. You doing 3D art commissions now? No. No, I need to get my skill back. This is just a personal project that I want to do. Just like a portfolio piece. That's about it. It's not a commission. This is, if you missed that one, let me show you. It's this I'm trying to make. This is my concept. I made it. Well, concept is a strong word, but basically I made this demon character and now I'm like, okay, gotta turn this into 3D! So I'm glad you're not lagging while doing 3D. Well, you know, the thing with ZBrush is that ZBrush is not Blender, and ZBrush as a software can actually handle so much and it doesn't even overload your PC. Somehow. Like, I feel like if I were to use Blender, maybe I would lag, but with ZBrush I'm not afraid of lags because ZBrush is nice like that. So this is art or working 3D model? Well, I mean, it is art either way, right? It's a 3D art, but yeah, the plan is to make this into a rigged model that is optimized for use in, like, I don't know, let's say a game engine. It doesn't matter, like, it's not like I'm gonna be actually using it anywhere, it's just gonna be a portfolio piece. But the idea is to make the piece that's optimized and, you know, done for game, because I am a game artist after all. Supposed to be, actually. Not really, but I don't know if it's gonna be interesting to show the entire process to you guys of like creation of this basically. I don't know if it's boring content or no, but maybe it would be interesting for some people to see what is the pipeline of creation of, you know, like detailed 3D models for games and production. I can make a 3D Succubumbaspis and it's gonna be very easy. Like, I can make 3D Succubumbaspis, I can make it spin, and I can even edit the video with it spinning to some stupid music. At least Succubumbaspis is not hard to make. I don't even think I would use ZBrush for Succubumbaspis. I would just use Blender, to be honest, because Succubumbaspis easy. And Shimoza Succubumbaspis, that still would be easy. Although I hate making hair in 3D because I don't understand how to make them. You know, the stylized type of hair. It's absolutely horrible, disgusting. Worst thing that could happen to humanity is making stylized 3D hair. So that would be maybe a bit of a issue, but I probably would manage eventually. Like, the thing with 3D hair is that I know a way to make them, right? This kind of anime hair, but man, does it take a lot of time and effort to actually do them. That's why I prefer creatures to make creatures instead of humans in 3D, because I don't have to screw around with hair. Because, like, that stuff scares me a lot. Like, even cloth doesn't scare me as much as hair. It's the necessity of making hacking hair. Yeah, brother. I hate hair. I hate hair. I hate hair. With my whole heart and soul, I hate hair. I do gotta learn eventually. So this character will be having stylized hair, and this is the part that I'm definitely not doing on stream because, you know. So you said you can use this as a game model. Does that mean it works in VR chat too, or no? That's different. I mean, the only difference would be that in order for the finished result to work in VR chat, you would have to rig it in a specific way. Right? Because, like, VR chat does have standards for rigging, so it would need, like, a VR chat type of rig. And then you will also have to set it up in Unity to make sure the VR chat knows which bones of the rig are physics and which bones are, like, you know, part of the model. So technically, yes, it can be, but you will need to take some extra steps for it to work. That's that. So hard. I mean, you got some horns. I only did 2 horns. Yeah, I was thinking about adding more horns, but the thing with this concept is that he already has 4 arms and 4 ears, so I'm like, okay, well, extra horns are definitely not a good design decision, but you know, the more the better. Okay, although, you know what, I need to bring some brushes. Do I, wait, no, do I have? Man, I really should put some brushes on auto start. Because I have some custom brushes that are very good, but I constantly need to bring them. Where are they even? Or brushes, right. Hello, Syrup! Hello! Welcome, welcome. And the music sounds like I'm doing a quest right now. Well, it's music from Genshin, so... Wait, if this is 3D art, does that mean I can't submit to DR for art critique? I was actually thinking about that. I mean, it would be probably easier not to do art critique today, because I will need to open Photoshop for that, and that will take some resources. But, yeah. Which one did... Man, I have so many custom brushes here, and I forgot which one is which. Clay tubes, cracks. Did I need cracks? Smooth edge, crack to extreme polish. Hammer. Okay, well, let's bring that one. What was that one? 3D art critique only. Oh, brother, I would never do that. First of all, I'm not qualified. Second of all, if you need to upload someone's 3D model into your software, it's so dangerous because you never know what that model has. You never know. You can break the model or it can break your PC. Oh boy. I remember, so I was doing like minors, right, in Norway, 3D art and animation, and at some point we were having a class where we were learning about texturing. So the teacher gave us his model to work with, right? It was like finished model, but it was a sculpt. And just so you understand this, like what I'm working on right now in this current state, it's not optimized. Because if you look here, and you see the total points, this is millions. This is not something that would work in a video game unless you do the topology and optimization, which is a step I will be taking after I'm done with the, detailed version of the model. But the teacher he pretty much gave us this. It was finished, but it wasn't optimized. I tried to open it in my software in Blender, not in this one, in Blender. That shit was crashing my laptop. It was crashing my laptop. And the bro was like, yeah, let's do texturing. Brother, what am I supposed to texture? This was horrible. So what I had to do, a good thing I am very knowledgeable, and I was already somewhat knowledgeable back then. I had to open it in this software that I'm working in right now, and use the decimate function to, well, I guess you don't really know what decimation is, but basically that optimized it a bit. It didn't optimize it in a good way, like the model still wasn't really usable anywhere, as in like, production, whatever, but at least I was able to open it. Because man, why would you give it to hacking students who work with laptops, mind you? Like that was the thing. We weren't working on PCs, we were working with our own laptops. Like, why would you think my laptop can handle whatever you gave me right now? Jesus. I was so upset. And it's like, he is a great artist indeed, but like, he probably doesn't have a laptop that's like breathing fire whenever you try to open something on it, right? He's a teacher, he's earning some money, so... But yeah, anyways, eventually I did manage, but my texturing was hot garbage. It was hot garbage. It was hot garbage, so I left the class early as well, because like, we had the class where it's kind of like a lecture first, and then you can stay to do the assignment and get some feedback. And I got feedback from him 2 times, and we were both looking at it and we were like, yeah, maybe I should just go home and take a rest. It's like, yeah, I'm using the techniques, but it still looks like hot garbage. Like, yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? So let me just take a break here. I clearly am not in a condition to texture anything today. I do have to mention though that after I was done with that study, I did get the highest grade in his class, and I think I did fantastic. Like the hover bike that I made for that class, the 3D hover bike, is still one of my most successful 3D works on the interwebs, even though it's also completely an optimized model. Yeah, but it's been downloaded so many times already from like the website where I published it that I'm like, why do you guys keep downloading it? Why would you need that? Give me a valid reason. But apparently maybe people make like cool renders with it or something. I don't know what they need that for. But people do download it. Because I made it free access. So is already getting somewhere. Wouldn't it be easier to hard surface them horns? Probably would be. Probably would be. However, we're not looking for easy ways, because like I'm working in ZBrush, and in ZBrush, Z modeler is like I'm not friends with Z modeler basically. I'm not friends. And opening Blender just to make horns and dump them in here is like do I really want to? The answer is probably no. Also, hello to you, Binase. Hello, welcome. Oh no, my headset is about to die. I gotta plug it in. Give me 1 second. There we go. Yeah, you can set it up, bro. Anyways, hard surface is for weak people. Strong people are not looking for easy ways. What did I want to do? Right. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. Let's. Who are you, brother? What hacking tracks are you talking about? Salmonella, hello, welcome to the stream. What tracks are we talking about? I have no idea. I have no idea. You know what? Let's do. Yukon or Denali. I have no idea what you're talking about. Brother, you're entered an art stream. Do I look like I know something about tracks? Like, does this tell you that, oh god, I like tracks? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you trying to make a Disney joke? Very clever, very funny, haha. I'm gonna solo this. Okay, well, let's see what this does. See if this one does anything. This is where my stream can lag. This is one and only. This is one and only place where my stream can lag. I forgot that this is... yeah. Although having like 1,000,000 polygons for one singular thingy is, yeah, probably way too many. One too many polygons. And what did we get at the end? We got... brother, this is disgusting. What is this? Okay. Well, in my defense, it's been a while since I used ZBrush anyways. So you know what? Let's first move around. Maybe I could use the zero measure brush a little bit. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Somehow how did I do it in the past? That's what losing skill looks like. If anybody was wondering, that's what losing skill looks like. Looks like me forgetting everything. Probably should clean it up a little bit first, right, before I zero mesh this, because otherwise all of that's gonna be here. Me after not opening Blender for 2 weeks. Forgets all shortcuts. Bro, I am terrified of opening Blender. Like, it just so happened that I used to do a lot of 3D art. But no more, right? I'm just mainly 2D now. And I'm like, okay, I gotta regain my skill. I gotta add more portfolio work. I gotta get the skill. I gotta get back on track. So I'm opening ZBrush and I'm like, so okay, what was the button to change the brush size? And now, like, when I open Blender, oh god, that's gonna be scary, cause, like, when was the last time I did anything meaningful in Blender? I don't remember. Doing a retopology is gonna be a fun experience, because, Oh, Amphetos! Hi! Hello! Good morning to you too! How go the ort? What is ort? I forgot. Help. But good morning to you too. Am I? Yeah, I am squishing some of the detail here. Man, I'm so good at this. Look at me go. Oof. Oof. At least, yeah, I still remember how to switch brushes here, you know? Could have been worse. Could have been worse. But still not as bad, I guess, I suppose. Maybe I should be using masking brush for this type of stuff. Maybe I should be masking some of the details. How did I even... Oh, I'm not very smart, am I? But just you wait. I'll get back on track and it will be the best, the prettiest model you've ever seen in your entire life. Random thought, do you ever get those bursts of inspiration right as you really need to sleep? Ooh. I mean, yeah, it does happen. It does happen. And it does happen not only with sleeping, but just in general, you know, at a very inappropriate time when I definitely cannot work. But also, sometimes, I have to say, sometimes I get the burst of inspiration, but then, like, I am so tired, I can't really do anything with it. Because it's kind of like... Oops. Yeah, I really don't remember how to use ZBrush anymore. Oh boy, because it's like, I'm so tired, so I can't do anything reasonable. Like, I have inspiration, I really want to create, but it doesn't work, you know? Like, when artwork doesn't work. And that kind of stuff. You know, I really should have just masked it and extracted that kind of stuff, but trust me, bro, with enough struggle, with enough hard work and unnecessary struggle, I'll get there. This will be pretty. And it's 7 AM and I decided writing was a great idea. Well, I mean, you know, if you got specific ideas, at least you can just write them down and leave them for better times. But yeah, bro, sometimes you get that inspiration and you're like, okay, well, I really feel like creating right now, but also, like, it doesn't really work. I can't create anything right now, but then also, like, if you just write down your idea and leave it for later, it's not gonna be useful anymore. You wouldn't want it. Yeah. But good luck with your writing. Good luck with your writing. I hope that works out for you, maybe. And remember, sleep is for weak people. Strong people stay up and try to make art, even when art doesn't work. I really should pinch that more, I feel like. I also have to work on the ends. Ay, ay, ay. I clean them up? I got 3 paragraphs going right now. Well, I mean, that's decent work, right? Of course, it depends on how big the paragraphs are, but still. This one is so messy. Oh, I guess if the horns are a bit messy, that's actually fine. Makes them look a bit more natural. Well, that's certainly something. You know, I think I remember the method I had for cleaning this up. I could try it, but that's a very long method. But I mean, when you do that kind of sculpting, it's fine, I guess. I should try. But do I want to spend that much time on just the horns? That is the true question. You know what? I feel like I can leave zero measure and everything for later because, like, so far we're doing pretty good and we still have a lot of just base work to do on the rest of the model anyways, because it's missing a bunch of parts. So, this track is so goofy. I'm just chilling in Hawaii. Well, brother, this is a Genshin soundtrack from the new update, so, and you know. The rough summary is about a halfling girl going on adventures, diving for treasure and survival. Ooh, and maybe try to solve the mystery of why they all have to live in the clouds and not stay on the world's surface. That's interesting. Man, I love fantasy. I love fantasy. I really love fantasy. Sounds relaxing. I think it was supposed to be relaxing. It's like, it's called 1 hour plus relaxing Natlan soundtrack. So yeah, it's supposed to be relaxing. That's the whole point. It's true. It's relaxing. But yeah, look at that. Man, I didn't even do any remeshing. Like, sure, it still looks ugly and whatever, but I did pretty clean job with, like, the first pass. But honestly, I'm not gonna be using that method that I remembered today because it's gonna take, like, then just working on horns will take forever. And that's just, like, to make them manageable, but also, like, making asymmetrical details and everything will be forever job. I'm back from helping a friend with their broken code. Bro, you becoming the master hacker or something. Okay, let's see. Do we need to do anything with the face? Oh yeah, right. Oh god. So, first very big, very scary, very important challenge that comes with making 3D models that you want to be very detailed is making the hacking mouth cavity, because right now he got no mouth cavity. And like making that is a scary process, and I still, nobody, not the singular teacher that I had, was able to explain to me a better way of making a hacking mouth cavity. Like, I got one tutorial, which is like 9 years old, that I watched, where the person showed me the method that I've been using since then, because not a single person ever explained to me how to properly do it with this kind of stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna attempt doing it, but that's like, that's where the struggle bus is really getting in the traffic jam. Are you making this character for something or just practice? I'm just making it for myself. It really is practice slash maybe portfolio work if I ever able to finish it. Yeah, it's just for myself. So, she feeling rusty. I really am. Anyways, we gotta duplicate the head because I kind of need that. Okay, here's the head. Here's the head. We're gonna solo the head. I'm gonna solo the head. So what that person showed in the tutorial, alright? Which I still use, cause like, you can't just make a cavity. There's nothing. It's a solid object, right? But we need to make a mouth, and I do want to have a mouth. So what they showed me, and I'm gonna switch to brush clay build up for now. Wait, does it have Dynamesh enabled? No, it isn't. You know what? I'm gonna delete lower to make sure. Dynamesh probably will be useful. Alrighty, I wanted to stop in and say hi on my way out to bed. Have a good stream. I'm quite tired. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Have a good night. Well, have a good sleep. I guess it's not night anymore for you, but yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye! So anyways, watch and learn. Actually, don't learn because there's definitely a better way. But so we're gonna mask. We're gonna mask the bottom jaw. We're gonna just mask that entire thingy. We're gonna give it some good old masking, mask, all of that, right? This entire bottom jaw. Together with this as well, obviously. Same time zone, similar sleep schedule. Oh no, Bemoko. What have you done? And I'm gonna try this. Gonna try to be very careful with masking. And I think. Okay, this is the reverse. I'm gonna feather that out a lot, but then I don't need it to be feathered out in this area. This one I need to be very sharp. So I'm gonna try to make sure everything in there is unmasked. And everything in here is masked. Oh god, I hate this. I hate this process with my whole heart and soul, in case you couldn't tell. But anyway, so, right, we got the mask. We inverse the mask. We pick up the move thingy. The move tool. Now we're just gonna do scary things to this head. We're gonna do very scary things to the head. That's why I made a copy of this. And that's why I'm also doing it before applying any details whatsoever on the head, because it can mess everything up. So we're gonna just... No, actually, even if I remember correctly, we can... So yeah, we're opening that one. And now this looks absolutely horrid, which we gotta fix and turn into an actual proper mouth. And that's why we're gonna remove the mask. This is very low poly. And I would use Dynamesh in this. Actually, maybe a little bit more Dynamesh. Let's try this maybe. Well, you can't see the functions behind. Maybe I should have put myself on a different side for this. But anyways, we're gonna use Dynamesh. We're gonna lose some detail on the face, but that's fine. Our goal now is to just like fix all of that real quick, which is easy fix because I use very soft and a very soft mask, and it's not that important because I don't have any details yet on the face and I didn't stylize it, which is a good thing. And now we have to just do that. I just do that, and I don't know how to do it any better than just this, but so far, again, as I said, like whatever, like when I asked directly the teacher that I had in Norway, right, I was doing 3D art and animation, what he suggested to do was like even worse method, like that worked even worse than whatever that is. So like, yeah, I don't know, brother. Like you say that that's what you would do, but doesn't seem very, very good of a way to me. So yeah, we'll be working with that, and we'll be dynameshing it along the way as well, of course. And we'll also gonna make sure that the lips are staying how they're supposed to. And you also get some like kind of like more of an animal top lip. I'm not even sure what I was trying to do with the top lip here, because look at the character, right? Like he has this kind of like an animal type of nose, but not exactly. Sometimes you draw something, right, and then you try to put it in 3D and it just doesn't work. But like I also don't have anyone to blame for it because I made that art, and like yeah, now figure it out. Go figure it out, girl. But like, thank God we have Dynamesh! I can just use that. And also, what I could also do, actually, wait, I could just go like this. And I also need to enable display properties double. There we go. Now, like, we're working with the creepy stuff here. Now we're working with creepy stuff here, so let's mask that. Man, I really wish I could have some money to pay for some expensive 3D online courses, because I know some very good ones. Yeah, come back. Can I transparent? Yeah, I can't transparent you. I'm just gonna hoppa. Just gonna extrude that one a little bit. I know that a lot of times people also make like a actual throat going down, but I feel like that's only needed if you have a very, very, very wide open mouth to work with at the end. But I think I'll just make a mouth cavity because, yeah, I don't feel the need to make a throat. But man, do I hate this process. I hate this process with my whole heart and soul because, like, what is even this? She made horrors beyond comprehension. Yeah, that's what making 3D sculpts feels like sometimes. It's not masked. Why the heck? Oh, why would you do such a thing? Wait, something masked. I don't think it is. Yeah. Or is this masked? I don't think so. Alright, because I removed half of the head. My apologies. Bring that back. Man, I'm really acting confused. So what happened? Why does it not do the thing? Well, I wonder. I wonder why does it not do the thing. But yeah, anyways, this is the process of making mouth cavity. Deeply hated by me. Let me cut the back of the head again. No, that's not exactly what I meant to happen. No, I will also probably I'm glad I'm not going to sleep anytime soon. Well, what? Does it look like a horror to you? And like, the wider you open the mouth, the easier it is to sculpt the inside, but also like, you know... The wider you open the mouth, the harder it is to put it back together. And the worst part about it, like, sure, this, like, yeah, you can open the mouth, you can sculpt it. But the problem is, you need to later close the mouth, and then you also later need to use, like, certain functions for changing the mesh, right? Like, I'm currently using Dynamesh. Before that I tried to use ZRemesher, which didn't do a good job with the horns, is that you need to make sure that the mouth is not going to be glued back together. And if you use Dynamesh, for example, it will in fact be glued back together. Yes. So the goal here is to really try to make that mouth cavity and then close the mouth without any big losses to your details and stuff. And like, that's why you gotta do it on the early stages, but you also need to keep in mind that if you do it on the early stages, you won't be able to use Dynamesh, and on early stages of sculpting you do kind of use Dynamesh quite a lot. So yeah, that's why it's a challenge. Probably not telling you much, but yeah. Just so you know, in case you do decide that, oh hey, I really want to do some 3D art, then can't you define the resolution for a measure? Yes, you can. That's why I'm like in Dynamesh, for example, I'm currently, well, you can't see it because I'm covering half of it, but like in Dynamesh you can define it, which is done in a really weird way that I do not comprehend, but I just kind of learned to work with it. But again, the problem is, like, sure, it's not gonna lose detail, but like Dynamesh puts everything into one polygroup, which also means it closes gaps. Like, Dynamesh works in a way that it closes gaps. Like, if the two parts of a mesh close together, it's like, oh, let me just glue that stuff together. And I don't want that to happen. But if I put Dynamesh on a very high resolution, it's gonna dump an insane amount of polygons on me, which I really do not need. Because, you know, it becomes unmanageable if you want to work on big details still. So Dynamesh is no-go. What you can use ZRemesher. ZRemesher is not going to be gluing anything together, but ZRemesher doesn't close the holes and doesn't fix broken details, and so it's a process. Yes, you can, because it has sub-projection. However, the way I close the mouth, like, the mouth is very close. And if, like, the sub-projection is not big enough, then it's not gonna be, again, like, why would you need Dynamesh? You need it to fix some broken stuff that you make on early stages of sculpting. It's, again, more so just that you need to be done with your early stage, because you won't be able to do Dynamesh, because you would want to use Dynamesh to fix the broken stuff. But if you use sub-projection, like if you lower the sub-projection values, then it's not going to be fixing the broken stuff. And overall, I probably would use ZRemesher instead of Dynamesh on the face right now. Anyways, because ZRemesher will clean up... Like, it will nuke a bunch of details, but the thing is, I need those details to be nuked because right now a bunch of details are just a mess from me sculpting, and I want that mess to be cleaned up so I can just sharpen important features because I am trying to make it more stylized. So anyways, everything you say is very much valid, but I am a very inexperienced user right now, so I would like to be very careful. And it is still challenging for me, because I haven't done this in a while. Like, I was able to do that very quickly, but you know. It has been a while. Let me go from this side. Yeah, I think that's probably enough of mouth cavity. Like, yeah, it's not as realistic as it would be. It's not as deep, but it's also, I don't think it's gonna be very visible. Because what, did I make it glowing? By the way, let me, yeah, make it kind of the glowing colors. There's probably gonna be a flip ton of emission on the inside of the mouth, which I'm really curious to see what it's gonna look like in actual 3D. So we're just gonna wrap up this inside of the mouth. Yeah, I think it's fine. Just gotta clean up the lips a bit, just a tiny bit. Now I wanna give this character big juicy lips. Probably not. Ah. It's making the sound ah. Okay, now I'll bring that back. And now we gotta carefully close the head. Carefully close the mouth, but I'll probably use my older version of that as a reference. It's also kind of a thing. You gotta close the mouth without really closing that cavity, like without really shutting it together. So that's a bit of a... Anyways, I would love to learn a better way to make the mouth cavity for a character. I believe there should be a better way, faster way. Maybe I just need more practice or something. But or maybe in ZBrush it is really just that hard to do. Well, I'm gonna feather that a bit, quite a bit. Man, I helped 3 people today, and now pretty classmates asking me for help. Oh boy. I mean, that's how it do be when you are a helpful person. That's how it do be. Okay. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna unsolo it, and I'm gonna put that back, but I'm gonna make it transparent. Close it like that. Okay, so yeah, I think this is fine. I just need to fix the lips on this one. Let's make them juicier. Make the juicier lips. And I'm just you know what? I'm just gonna fuck. Yeah, does that seem good? I think it kinda does. Okay, now we gotta fix this. Okay, this is a bit open. And then we pick this. You know, despite all the struggles and everything, I still somehow, for some reason, just absolutely love working in ZBrush and making 3D sculpts, even though I have a very big skill issue that needs to be fixed eventually. I still think ZBrush is great. And I'm actually gonna again mask this part so it stays together. I bet they don't know my name or support my socials. Well, you gotta take payments. If they want your help, they gotta follow you on Twitter and Twitch and everything, you know? 7 women asking me to fix their website. Imagine being popular with the girls and hating it. Wow. Couldn't be Mayo. No, actually, I'm gonna change this to that. I'm gonna do some. This didn't work. Yeah, you know what? Do I wanna add the details from my previous hat? That is the question. Wait, then don't solo it. Because technically, the top part, I think, preserved the details decently. Like, there's not much that I would want to really adjust. Considering I am gonna be remeshing it. Like, maybe I would... Like, the mouth is smaller. That's the only thing. But other than that... Why? It looks like you got a mustache. Charge them, exactly. You gotta charge them something. Yeah, but I'll probably have a bit. Oh, brother. No maidens? Such a maidenless behavior. What can I say? Wait, that's not the correct brush. Man, do I love using the wrong brushes. Like, I feel like with this, you should be doing not a layer check, but a brush check. Because the amount of times I start doing something and I'm like, wait, I didn't switch to the correct brush, did I? Okay. I'm gonna... Okay, that seems about right. The only issue we have right now is that I need to make that lip have some volume because this is flat, as flat as it gets. So let's do some mask. And then let's add some juice to the lip. You know what I should do probably? Instead of just mask. I should probably just Whoops, that's not exactly what I meant to do. Like that. No, I need to... My perfect aim. There we go. And now we definitely need some back face mask. Because that's what's starting to happen here. Oh! Thank you for the follow! Venus! Thank you so much! Mustache fits you! It kinda does, considering that he's bald right now. Kinda does, doesn't it? Okay, I really need to smooth that out. I hate making mouth. I hate making mouth. I hate it. It's so much easier with the creatures. Why push up? Oh my god. I'm struggling with the mouth and you're giving me push up. Are we doing sports now? Okay, okay. Let me go do my singular push up. Give me a second. Okay, 5 push-ups. I just finished one. Moko. Okay, sure, fine. 5 more. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do not insist on anything. Oh no, it's showing me Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know what? While I'm hydrating, let's watch this gorgeous slideshow that Zebra shows you. So yeah, this is what professional people make in that software, by the way. It's just a slideshow from their official website where people publish their works. So let's enjoy some actual professional work. 5 squats! I didn't even took a sip of my water! And I'm already doing more exercise, oh my god. Okay, sure. Sure, fine. Sure, fine. 5 squats, let's go! Full workout. Thank you for that, but why not? Thank you, also hello, welcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Buff Mosa. Sure. Where is it? Let me... Which one was it? That number 4, I think. There you go. I did a workout, now that's what I look like, and now I'm ready for more 3D art. Before I take a sip. Man, like, I'm always looking at the slideshows, what people made in ZBrush, and I'm like, bro, I wish. Now I'm just strong. So I can actually lift my a pen to make art. Bro, like these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are so cool. They're so cool. This is such a cool work. Of course, they used a bunch of post-processing probably with the what's it called, the Marmoset tool bag and stuff. And the textures also potentially from there sometimes. I really need to learn Marmoset tool bag. I really need to. It probably will do more justice to my works if I render that in Marmoset instead of Blender. Very professional. But yeah, still gotta look into it. Anyways, and we're returning back to this scuffed situation after looking at all that gorgeous artwork that professional people made. We're returning to this. And, you know. You know. Maybe I should really practice sculpting more and maybe go for some like realistic creature stuff. Maybe that's actually my calling. Okay, anyways, give me back my head. You know what? I'm genuinely tempted to kind of leave it like that for now. In terms of how open the mouth is, because since I'm gonna be rigging it, I can just close the mouth when I make the rig and do the topology and everything. Well, obviously topology first and then the rig. Rig is like the final step, basically, but I could just leave it a little slightly open for now, just to make sure it doesn't get shot together at some point, and then I can close it on the rig. And it's gonna be fine. But yeah, right now this model has no personality. This character looks as bland as a hecking potato. And that's coming from a person who likes potatoes. Like, that probably would be an insult to the potato to say that it looks like this character. Anyways, let's unsolo it and let's see what we still need to do. I am thinking though, I still haven't done any retopo on the arms. And like, there's another challenge with the arms. Don't mind this one singular arm sticking out, it's just there for reference. Where is it? Great. So basically, the idea is to just like make these two arms, right, and copy pasta them, because, well, okay, got 4 arms, but like, just copy pasta them. Why try to sculpt 4 arms when you can make 2 and then make them the same, right? But here's the deal. Like, I want the arms to be pretty much under each other. But I also need to make sure they don't get glued shut to each other and there's some enough space. Because again, I want to rig it. So I want to, on the retopology, I want to try to make them maybe like separate polygroups. For the sake of retopology, so I could like remove them. But before I turn them into separate polygroups, I need to still glue them to the body so we don't have this situation going on. And I can just sculpt them as a part of the body, and that is where the challenge is. And I'm still not fully certain how to approach that. Like, I do have the method, but... And I probably not gonna be doing it on stream, just so you don't see my pathetic attempt at trying to make that work. What we could try doing is the thingy on the tail, because in case you forgot, well, I didn't put it here, I guess, on this back, on the side, but we have this situation that I drew, and I have no idea what it's supposed to be. It's like it looks like some kind of like gem type of structure. Sakabambaspes. So we're switching from one thing to another. Okay. Okay, Sakabambaspes it is. So you decided to show all my magical girl forms to a new person today. The only thing left to redeem is the Komratyan, and then it's gonna be a full set of... don't worry about it, brother. Don't worry. It's like a magical girl transformation when I just turn into a fish. A fish is magical. Yeah. It's not friendship that is magic, it's fish that's magic. So yeah, what the hell are these gems? And how do I make them? Like, this is definitely supposed to be sculpted with my orb brushes pack that I have. But I can also start making a base for the pants. That's also a valid option. And I'm thinking for all the accessories, I will actually just... I will hard surface the accessories, basically. I'll make them in Blender and just... yeah. Because I feel like sculpting this is so not worth it. But I can start sculpting his pants, so he's not pantsless right now. But it is gonna be indeed a struggle, boss. To sculpt the pants. I'm thinking how to better approach it. What I would usually do, I would just like extrude some stuff from the legs and turn that into pants. I probably could do that. I don't know. I don't know, man, I'm so insecure when it comes to me showing you how I work on this type of models. The amount of insecurity is insane! What I could do, however, I could add the details, because we have horns here, so I could, you know, sculpt this thingy on the head for now. Just to show that the horns are growing out of something. It's my favorite stage of the art. I also need to make eyebrows, which eyebrows are also supposed to be some kind of like a gem slash crystal slash rock type of texture. And I also want to make eyelashes, kinda, because it's stylized, so I want to make this the anime style eyelashes, I guess. I think you didn't need legs at all. I mean, technically speaking, yeah, you could just sculpt pants instead of the legs, but because I'm trying to learn how to sculpt again, make Shimoza great again, I was like, okay, I'm gonna sculpt the body to see if I still am able to make the body and like all the anatomy from scratch. So like, yeah, you can just sculpt pants instead of the legs. You don't need it, but I do want some anatomy practice. Well, practice, it's not exactly practice. That's not how you're supposed to be practicing, kids. Like, portfolio work is portfolio work, practice is practice. Two separate things. Don't learn from me. I'm not gonna teach you anything good. But, yeah. Don't worry about that. Maybe I should just work on the face, actually. Maybe I should make the face. I also still have to attach the head to the neck, because, like, we also have it as a separate for now. But... yeah, man, that stuff requires so much thinking. 3D art, what I like about 3D art is that it's so technical and it's very, like, calculated work. Where you're like, okay, when I'm... anatomy! My favorite. Why do you like anatomy? Do you like my anatomy? My, scuffed knees? Do they look gorgeous to you? Look at those calves. Look at those calves. That's some like blacker stuff. Oh my god, look at this mess. But I made it so messy because I guess I'm planning to just dump it into Z-remesher on like very low settings so it erases all the details and just leaves me general like outlines of main stuff, and I can just sharpen those features and, you know. And he needs a bit of water, yeah, he's like, how it's called on the dry thingy. He does need a bit of water. But don't you worry, we'll get him into proper shape after I dump him in Z-remesher. But to dump him in Z-remesher, I have to attach his arms to his body. And to attach his arms, I need to finish his arms. I also need to make claws. But claws I can make anytime. Like, claws are usually just a separate object like horns, so it's not an issue. Man, I really don't know what I can work on, so I don't feel that insecure and I could show it. Maybe, let's do maybe the face. Maybe, you know what? Or should I Z-remesh it with the body? Should I try just attaching the head to the body right now and seeing what happens? he just look gorgeous. Yeah, there's... Without the eyebrows, all the accessories and stuff, and like the eyelashes, there's so little personality. Oh god. And that's also, I don't have the more ears. I also need to attach ears to the head eventually, but I need to make another set of ears. Give me a sec. Should I maybe dynamesh the ears? No, but I'm not working on the ears. As you can see, I'm jumping from one thing to another. I suggest what we do right now. I'm gonna duplicate the head, I guess, because that's what I'm mostly worried about. And I'm just gonna merge it with the body and see what happens. Oh, brother. Merge down. Let's go! Like another difficulty about ZBrush is how it works with all the subtools. It's like there's a lot of things that you can do that you can't Control Z. You can't undo them really. So it's oh boy. Okay, solo. Look at this gorgeous look at this gorgeous body that we have. Butt cheeks, oh no. Let's try zero meshing it. I don't need dynamesh no more, I need zero mesher. Target poly count. I probably would go a little higher with that one. Poly up. Let's try. Let's see what happens and how much it will slow down my stream. Because zero mesher do be taking its sweet time to do the zero meshing thingy. Okay, yeah, that's I mean, show me. Yeah, it got very low poly, but like, I think that's pretty okay, I would say. Oh, I need to rate. Right, that is the problem. Right. Oh, what is going on inside? It's all fine. Yeah, that's why I would still need dynamesh, because I need to merge the head with the neck here. So let's actually go back to dynamesh. Let's see what happens. I will lower the sub projection. Okay, so what happened inside? Yeah, I hate the mouth cavity, but we gotta check. It seems okay, right? It seems... Well, this happened, but that's like... nothing. Yeah, I think it did an okay job at that. Okay, we're fine. Better than what Blender would do. That's why I'm using ZBrush for it. Like, ZBrush can handle definitely way more than Blender, and like all these remeshing tools, I would say ZBrush is definitely better than Blender, because ZBrush is made for 3D sculpting. Although, in case you didn't know, originally ZBrush was a 2D art software, but it did have a 3D option, and people just started using it on 3D, so they were like, okay, well, it is a 3D art software now. But yeah, ZBrush is just a weird child. It's a weird kid from the 3D art community. Okay, well, that's I think that's decent. Now we gotta remesh it. We don't need Dynamesh anymore. Let's go back zero mesher. I wanna try to go lower with the poly count. I wanna go on like 8 maybe and see what happens. Bro, I didn't know that either. I was just watching some like introduction tutorials, right, on ZBrush, and then somebody mentioned, so like the way you start a new project in ZBrush is very unintuitive and kind of weird, right? And the person explained that the reason for that is because it used to be a 2D art software, like on its first release. But now, of course, it's already requalified into 3D. Also, I gotta update my ZBrush, because it's already the year 2021. And I am missing some interesting features, but as we all know, I am a yo-ho-ho with my 3D art software, so I would need some time and effort to update it. Oh. Okay, let's see what happens if I zero mesh it with that value. Let's see what it... Let's see if this one does anything. Because I really need to get rid of a bunch of details. A very cheap and fast way to clean out the model if you're doing something like stylized is just zero mesh it on the lowest settings. Okay, yes, this is not bad. Like, the only again issue is that it doesn't do a good job with the mouth, but it did do a good job with the eyes. Relatively. You know what we could do though? What we could do, and I usually would just proceed as is with what I had, but today, since I'm showing you the wonders of 3D art in ZBrush, I'm gonna first of all go back to my normal magical girl self. I'm gonna use this magical brush. No, not that. Yes, zero measure guide. That stuff, sometimes it can be very useful. I wanted to swap to ZBrush, but it has no perpetual license and I'm not that committed to pay monthly. Well, neither am I. But yeah, I can understand that. I looked at the prices for ZBrush one time and I was like, okay, well, never mind. Anyways, let's try to remember how this stuff works, because this sometimes can be a very useful tool. And I would like to make sure there are some poly loops around here, because that will make sculpting easier for me. So I'm gonna put that here. I'm gonna put some poly loops here as well, in hopes that it will do something. Sometimes that helps, but sometimes even with that tool it just produces something. Me moo, me moo, me moo. Yep. That's what you get for living in the city. Okay, see if this one does anything. Actually, again, let's go back to 8. I did like the result of 8. I just had some questions on the face area. So let's I said that in relation to your earlier comment. Bro, I already forgot what I said. Bold of you to assume that my memory holds more than 2 seconds of whatever I said. I mean, it certainly tried its best, but it's also certainly failed. Because what is this? I am uncertain. I feel like this zero measure guide only messed up the situation, honestly. So you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of that. Okay, well I do like the result on 8, but that's because it has no hands. I probably should attach the hands to this as well. Okay, I'm gonna leave it for now. Solo and solo. Probably should also attach the tail at some point. I'm really fearful of attaching the arms, but it is what it is. I think if I try hard enough, I will probably manage 4 arms. The thing is that there's also obviously a method of attaching one mesh to another without using all this like Dynamesh and whatever. But it's a very annoying method that takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and nobody likes to use it, including me. So I'm just gonna go to ears real quick, and I'm gonna fix some stuff. Actually though, maybe I should Dynamesh that. Yeah, there we go. That's better. How does ear look like? I need a ear reference because I do not know what ear looks like. Kinda like that, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's duplicate that. Because we need 4 ears, and then we're gonna... If I'm gonna... No, bring it back. If I'm gonna... Yeah, that works. I need them smaller. Now let's put on a thinking cap and think how the heck anatomically this would work. Because the normal answer is it shouldn't. But I made an art, so now we have to make this work somehow. Yeah, this is the thing though. This is the thing. Let me look at my gorgeous reference actually. What the hell am I playing? Like, this is, you know, this is very easy when you have an artist to blame, but when you made it yourself. Okay, well, these ears are supposed to be way smaller than that, first of all. So that's, I guess, one thing. They also need to be shorter. But that's fixable. Are they gonna be growing out of here? It doesn't seem reasonable, does it? I don't see anything wrong with 4 ears. Well, in general, there's nothing wrong with 4 ears. The question right now is how do I attach them to, like, the head so it doesn't look scuffed, you know, that it's believable. And of course, we do need to adjust their shape a bit. Because, you know, they're a little bit chunkier and shorter. But I feel like we would have to move the big ears a little as well here to accommodate for these ears. Because, like, right now I placed these ears where they supposed to go in terms of human anatomy. But, like, here, what is this? Like, what is this? How are they? How are they? How are they? Like, in that case, I would just move that here, right? A little bit closer to the back of the head. And then I would move these ones further. Maybe I would open them a bit more. Like, they're supposed to be somewhere here. I just really want them to not get glued together, you know? That's kind of the goal here. Not get glued to the big ears. Where are they growing out? Anatomy of this character is like question on a question mark on a question mark, but you know, it do be like that sometimes. Actually, I'll do that a bit so it's more manageable, I guess, and then we're just gonna try to like that. And we'll still have to put them as part of the head at some point somehow. Which is another challenge. Okay, you know what? I'll just move that here, right? Okay, so what did I do here? Oh yeah, I did change the position of the big ears a little bit as well. So I'm thinking maybe I should try moving the big ears a bit as well. It wasn't looking good on the profile, kinda like that, right? I mean, there is a potential for them to get glued together in that area, but... Man, doing a topology for this will be such hell, cause like, what are you even... How are you even... How will you even approach this? I will really need to separate parts into polygroups this time, because yeah, that definitely has to stay into separate polygroups so I could do retopology for each ear. Also, doing retopology for ears like that? I don't know, I'll need a reference. You gonna do manual retopo? Yes. Well, yesn't, because, like, obviously there are tools in Blender that help you do retopology. I think there were some add-ons developed in recent years that work even better, but for the face and stuff like ears, you know, Like, body easy. Body easy. Like, the only thing is you would have to separate the arms to make sure you can get in there, to make sure it's all good. But with a face... With a face for animation, I still feel like the best way to approach the face is to do it yourself. You know? It's like, yeah, it's your body fine. It's just like, there was some add-on, like a blanket or something, I think it was called. I seen somewhere that just kind of you can and it does the stuff, it does the thing, makes the polygons. But like hacking face, oh god. Like, imagine trying to use some tool to do retopple with this area. Like, do you know what is gonna turn my gorgeous mesh into? Obviously, it's very gorgeous. I'm gonna move it a little further again, actually. I don't know, I'm just worried about the gluing things together, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm just gonna carefully do it like that. Like, who said you can't have these ears like this, right? Definitely looks very natural. I mean, I do really like characters with a bunch of extra body parts that are clearly very unnecessary, but I think it looks cool. I think it looks cool. Okay, what do we have with the arms? Should we glue the arms to the body? No. Should we glue the ears? Probably should start with the ears as well. No, I'm worried about the ears. Not as much as I'm worried about the arms. Do I want to apply any bigger details to the arms? Probably not. So let's just... Well, we're gonna make a copy anyways. Duplicate. What the hell is... Oh, this is just that and this is that. Okay. Time to position the arms. Time to position the arms. And what I was thinking, actually, I think that would make sense, at least for me it kinda does. Also, you know what, let me like this. A little bit shorter, tiny bit. What was... I was thinking a little bit to the back, like move them a bit to the back. Because again, how would it work anatomically? Well, probably would be low enough that they can stay without really touching each other too much. Like, I feel like they would have this kind of gap between them, anatomically speaking, just for the sake of convenience. Like, I think just in general better design would be to place those arms on the back, because I know there are some characters who just have like a second pair of arms growing somewhere out of the back, and then it's definitely more anatomically practical, but we already have our design, which is basically this. So now we just have to accommodate for that. So let's just do that. Oh boy, is it time to merge it all together? Should I also merge the tail? I guess I would merge the tail just to make sure they are like part of the same body. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's gotta be so scuffed. You know what I'm gonna do right now? At this stage, what I wanna do, I just wanna save this as a new file. Because I think that would be a smart thing to do if I just save it as a separate file and work in that. You know, you gotta do some backups. What do we call it? Check Goro and how his arms are done. Who's Goro? Who's Goro? Right, we'll have to work on that area a bit more, but oops, sorry, I bumped my microphone. That happens in this household. Mortal Kombat character with 4 arms. Oh, okay. You know what? Let me Google that. Like, I don't think I will be changing anything drastically right now, but I do want to see. I do want to see. Also, hi! Shisui! Hello! Welcome. I'm doing good. How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh yeah, I can see that. That's... Yeah. That's, I think, kind of close to what I imagined. Oh no, that's a figurine. I'm interested in the model. Yeah, it's kind of like... It's interesting. It just... that's a very low poly model. Oh god, this is the cosplay. That's so tough. Yeah, this one looks good. It's such a small picture. Do you guys have a bigger picture that I can look at? Yeah, it does clearly have a decent gap between like the upper and lower arms. I'm not sure with the uppers, but it also looks like they're just generally smaller, a little bit smaller than the upper arms. Well, the top arms, bottom arms. You get very tired from your job. You should take a rest then. You should take a rest. You need some rest. Why are all the pictures I'm finding such small resolution? But I do get an idea. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I'm doing here. Although I am moving them a little bit to the back, which I think should be fine. Thank you for the bit.
IDK if new, but I work as after-school playcare program. Where the kids 5 to 11 we watch shows, play games, fun activities. We put on some Boruto LMAO Tears of Joy, mainly the top fights, and the kids loved it. XD, one of the kids, she said it was peak. I did make a promise to them if they did good in school without complaints we will watch it, so yeah.
Bro, good stuff. Yeah, you should teach kids about good anime from early ages, you know. It's like his top shoulders are hella wide, so his bottom ones fit. He can like, have them relaxed. Yeah, it does look like it, doesn't it? Well, let's see what we have here. I mean, yeah. A bit like that. Yeah, it's a little bit more scuffed anatomically in terms of what I did. But that's not a bad deal. I feel like we should merge first, and then I can like mask and just like stretch out his shoulders and see if that's gonna look any good. The problem also with this kind of character that I'm working on is that I'm very like he has very anime proportions, right? And I did it because that's how I do stuff. And I'm still thinking if I should make the head smaller, just so it's not as anime. But like also it did look fine on like the thing that I did, just because like it balances with the hair and pants. Maybe I should make the head smaller. I don't know, it didn't look that big on the drawing, but now it kind of does. And I'm like, shouldn't be smaller, shouldn't not be smaller. And I hate proportions. Either your character just remind me of a dude I watched that does speed sculpts. Bro, those people are... Man, sometimes I look at those speed sculpts and I'm like, yeah brother, I see the skill in there. I see the skill that I'm lacking.
One of my colleagues asked why Boruto. I said, this is for the new generation. Besides, it was either that or them being on their phones watching Skibid Toilet and Gen Alpha cringe stuff. Bro said good point, LMAO rolling on the floor laughing.
Oh no, it voiced even the hacking emoji. Oh god. Thank you for the bid, by the way. Yeah, I mean, definitely better. Definitely better than Skibidi Toilet. Oh god. I know that when I was a kid at school we also had our own weird thingies, but holy hell. Skibidi Toilet. Skibidi Toilet! Ugh. Why? Okay. You know what? Let's just merge everything. Let's just I'm not even should I duplicate? Maybe I should. I'm gonna hide this and I'm gonna put this to our do we have a spare head? I don't think we have a spare head anymore. Where did you go? Come back. We do have a spare head. I'm gonna put this to our spare head. I really should name this subtools, but like, you know, only weak people name their layers and subtools. We go how we go. Merge down, brother. Yeehaw! No, I didn't hide you. Don't lie. Merge down, yeehaw! I have this one singular arm that I can just delete. I don't need that no more. What the hell is this? Oh, this is, oh, by the way, this is here. You can actually observe how the arms were originally made in 3D. Because, like, I did construct them out of, you know, that. You say, that's a oddly complicated way to make arms. I'll say, yes it is. Let's not talk about that. Yeah, you can guess why I'm exhausted that I got the day off today. Yeah, you definitely need some rest. You definitely need some rest. No joke. Okay, we're deleting that, because that's also remnants of the past. Hi, Clay! Hello! Welcome, welcome! How are you doing? Welcome! Yep, thank you so much for the lurk! Enjoy your lurk and you... yeah, go sleep. Have a good sleep. Okay, well, we merged that. What about the tail? I think the tail I'll just leave as is and I'll merge it with the body as well. I'll make those gem-like structures off-stream because right now I have no idea what the hell I even meant by drawing them. So that's a problem for future me. Okay, ears. We also need to... do I already want... yeah, I do want to merge the ears. Boy, oh boy, that's gonna be a hard one. I'll need to merge them, then separate them into separate polygroups so I could isolate them and work on them individually. That's gonna be one hell of a challenge, but should I make spare? Should I make spare? You know what? No. I can do this. I can do this. I can totally do this. Beautiful. Oh boy. Let's just roll with it. We need a little bit of a tiny bit of Dynamesh to, like, you know, just a tiny bit, just a little bit, so I can smooth out the stuff. Okay, the Dynamesh. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Did the job. It did the job. I think it's pretty fine. I think we're going good. I still got the skill. I got it. I still got it. Would have to. You know what? I probably should separate this into polygroups before I zero mesh it, because then we can keep the polygroups. Right now it's separated like this, which is, I mean, I could use that for the ears, but no, I'll do it a different way. I know the way, don't you worry. I know the way, I did it already. I know how to. Wait, I have the spare arms somewhere sticking out. I don't need those. Where are the spare arms? Oh. Trust me, bro. This model will look good. This model will look good. Eventually, it will look good. You just gotta trust the process. Trust the process. I can do this. I can do this. I promise you. I made beautiful models in the past. You can actually, by the way, Venus, if you want to see what I actually did in the past. Well, I mean, there's nothing impressive, to be fair, but I can send you my art station so you get the context of like what kind of stuff I did. I would have to log in into this though, real quick. Again, as I said, there is nothing impressive on my art station, but there is some stuff that's like at this point very old work, and I definitely need. Is it on my bio? I don't know. I thought I removed it at some point. Either way, there you go. Here's the link. I thought I removed it from my bio because it's not really relevant to my VTubing activity as much anymore, and it never was. Yeah, ZBrush, you should get into ZBrush. You should go back to ZBrush. And I should update my ZBrush, because, yeah, gotta update the ZBrush. You know? You know, kids, you gotta update your ZBrush from time to time. Brum, 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 yeah. I'm so not excited for retopology for this stuff, but I got it. I got it. Don't you worry, kids. I still got it. Bit expensive. Well, you know, it is, but also you should understand that. Yeah, you know. You know, I'm not recommending anything. I'm not advising anything. I'm really not. Keep that in mind. However, yo ho ho, you know, there are places, there are sources. You can just get ZBrush. Why do you think mine is not updated? Yeah, it sure is good for practice. Like, you know, if you're not sure about it, if you're unsure, if you, like, wanna get back into it or not, you can just try, basically. you can just try it and see if that's something you wanna get back into again. If not, then that's fine. Been using Blender for 2 years now, works fine. Yeah, well, it does, but for me, the main issue is that, like, look at the amount of points I have here, right? It's in the millions. If I were to have that much in Blender, my laptop would not even let me do anything. Like, the project gets so heavy, but when you have ZBrush, you can go into the millions territory, no issues. Like, I'm streaming it, I'm rotating it, and there's absolutely no lag or anything. That's why I like ZBrush, because it just saves my life like that. But yeah, Blender overall is a very good software, very useful. I do the retopology and rigging in there. And obviously the UV mapping too, because, like, you know, it's objectively very good for that. And thank God Blender is free! Oh my god, thank you Blender for being so considerate of us. Of me, just a peasant, not having money for stuff like Maya and stuff. I don't like Maya just in general. Like, I don't know. I never learned to like Maya. I tried to work with it, but after working with blenders and all the hotkeys and everything, I'm like, no. No, but like Maya seems so unintuitive to me now. So I was like, nah, let me just stick to my good old friend. So we're here now. Okay, we're gonna do it like that. What the hell are you? There's some poopy in here. Goodbye. Don't need me no poopy. Okay, I need to smooth that out a bit. Shouldn't have gone that hard on the anatomy situation, I feel like. Those muscles are, yeah, that dude's shredded. What laptop you got? A very old one. Well, technically it's not old, but it's like, I think at this point it's going for more than 5 years old. Like, for example, you missed the beginning of the stream, but at the start of the stream I was complaining that today my laptop wasn't even turning on because there was some issue with the battery, so I had to open the back lid of the laptop, unplug the battery, you know, and then plug it back in so it fixes it. So it's that kind of laptop I got. I think at this point the specs are not really important because like my laptop started behaving weirdly since that one first time I tried to bake the lighting in Unreal Engine and I didn't optimize it well enough. And not like I haven't done this anymore after that one time. That was just like a first of many times of me baking stuff in Unreal Engine on my laptop. But that first time, yeah, I think that first time really didn't do it any good. So since then it's been making noise a lot of times. Weird noise. Bro, I remember when the first time my laptop started making the very loud noises. I was in class, right? And that 3D art class. And it was a lecture part. And the teacher was talking and my laptop started whirring so loudly and so hard. And I'm like, stop, brother, what do I do to make it stop? And I tried to, you know, like close the lid, open it back up to like kind of put it into sleep mode and then out. And I tried to restart it and it wasn't happening. It wasn't helping. It was just doing the thing. Eventually it did, you know, fix itself when I got home, but man, was it embarrassing in class. Like, the teacher is talking, and I'm the only one whose laptop is making that god-awful noise. Moko, did you write that down, or why do you remember it so well? Did you write that down? Man. So yeah, anyways, why would you do that? You sure find people asking, so I guess that's why. Anyways, laptop goes brrr, you know? Laptop goes brrr. I'm gonna try to add this kind of muscle here. It's not really realistic, but there is some muscle here. Okay, well, I'm thinking though, looking at this, I am doing not that shoddy job at sculpting the body. Like, sure, it's very far from being a good stylization still. It's like, you know, just a bunch of stuff, but I'm thinking I can fix him. Let's add a little bit of meat here and there. Well, thanks to my dear VIP person, Mod Moko, for writing that down. Okay, we're gonna smooth it out a little bit. I really should find the reference to how I want it to look like at the end in terms of stylization, because I feel like I'm really nowhere near skilled enough to pull off stylization without having a good reference for what I want it to look like. So I probably should do that. Also, man, the feet and arms look so awkward without like nails and stuff. It's so awkward, but we'll get there. We'll get there, we'll get there. Making nails at least is like, the claws is the easiest part. Okay, that goes there, that goes here, then we have a second armpit. Beautiful. We'll probably have to look at that armpit as well. A little bit. No, you know what? I'll get the skills back. Like, looking at this right now, looking at the progress, judging by the progress, I'll get the skills back. Like, sure, I'm doing it the hard way, but just you wait. In no time, I will be sculpting such gorgeous creatures. You will be all amazed by my skill. Mark my words, I'll get there. Okay, so what I would do next, I think everything seems to be pretty much well attached. So I maybe, no, I don't think I will. I'll maybe fix this area a little bit before zero meshing, and I will also make poly groups for arms, maybe for like arms for ears as well, just to make sure I can detach them easily before doing topology, so I can have them separate. Of course I'll work on the face, but I think overall the next step would be to really just make some poly groups. And then I can zero mesh it, nuke a bunch of details, and try to do some stylization. But we're gonna be wrapping up slowly, but before we do that, maybe I could show you something if I have any interesting projects here. I have a project that was never finished. That was kind of like a similar concept per character, but I never finished that character, and it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. But I can show you what I was trying to. I think I already showed that model on stream like a couple of times, but let's all right, I need to say I need to save before closing my project, shouldn't I? Whoops. Yeah, let's save that before we lose. Look forward to you modding your model into Baldur's Gate 3 or something. I don't know how to mod. So yeah, so this was the work that I worked on. This was kind of like more stylized situation. This one is a bit cleaner. This one also has mouth cavity, but it also has this kind of like a interesting mouth. I was very proud of how the horns were turning out. I even started putting some texture here and there on the skin. And I did start working on the clothing as well. And he also had legs and stuff. So man, that was still at the time when I knew how to make things. But as you can see, I never finished that. It was started, was never finished. It was a very pretty concept, by the way. I don't know why I never finished that. I did that stuff. And maybe one day I'll pick it back up, but I doubt that. But yeah, that was some old and finished work. It was supposed to be so pretty, like I like the concept a lot, but then one thing after another, and yeah, that got abandoned. So this is kind of what I'm trying to achieve with that model, but this one, like, it doesn't have that much stylization, I guess, but like the level of cleanliness is, yeah. Also, this one had a third eye, and I think this is absolutely fantastic. I forgot he had a third eye. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that on the screen. On that wonderful, beautiful note, I'm gonna see if I could rate anyone today. And I'm gonna be working on this model off stream, and I really hope I will do some more work on it, because I want to make a pretty model after so many years. So let's see, who is streaming? Namia is streaming. Namia is back from a break. Thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna be raiding Namia today. Namia is my VTuber child, my firstborn VTuber child. They're currently doing just chatting. I'm not sure if they're gonna be playing any games, but they're back from their very long break, so we gotta definitely say hi and show some support. So let me boot up the raid to Namia. Thank you, Keter, for summoning raid message. Yeah, that's the one we use. Where's my Namia? Here's Namia. There we go. Start the raid. Okay, don't forget, as always, copy paste the raid message when we raid the channel to let the person know that we're coming from me. It was a great pleasure sharing some of my 3D art with you today, guys. I'm hoping to do more of that, and I'm hoping to get my skills back, so I'm feeling less, you know, insecure about that. But that's a process. That's a long process, and we'll get there. I hope you also enjoyed staying with me today, and I'll see you guys in next stream, which is on Sunday. And that's gonna be Genshin stream, right? We're streaming Genshin. We need more Genshin because I need to get my Primo Gems for the streaming event and maybe do some quests. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for stopping by, for joining, for following me. Love you all. Bye bye. See you next time. Bye bye.